What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Arccway, a new direction of a modern man, and today I'll be style breaking down Kid Cudi. So Kid Cudi, from Good Music, you guys heard his music, you guys heard the sound, you heard the infamous hums. So this is a legendary guy to me. This guy has a lot of fashion inspiration, this guy's a lot of style, and this is someone I want to talk to and break down 3 characteristics that I truly believe he has that could be implemented into your style. So let's begin. Welcome back, guys, to Arccway, a new direction of a modern man. If you guys are new to this channel, make sure you guys subscribe in the section down below. Also give this video a big thumbs up so more people see it. And let's begin this segment. If you guys haven't checked out Kid Cudi's music before, his body of work, make sure to check it out. His musical work as an artist really influences his style and his fashion altogether. It kind of just comes in collectively. So it has a great sense of balance. So one thing I want to talk about is how well Kid Cudi mixes the punk rock style with the streetwear style. So he has a collaboration of incorporating 2 different worlds into one. A lot of artists have done that before. Pharrell, Kanye West have a really good decency of knowing what to match and knowing how the vibe will fit with the outfit. He puts that sweet combination where you have the varsity jackets predominantly for in college or university, and he kind of has a streetwear look where he has a graphic tee as well. He really mixes in a lot of the punk rock, and you can see by what he wears, the really skinny tight jeans. That's pretty big in rock culture. Also, the jeans being ripped is pretty significant in rock culture, and it's the skinny fit all over. So when it comes down to t-shirts, the jackets, just the style and the emphasis he brings from the rock culture, he really collaborates and really puts it into what he wears on a daily basis. And it has a great balance because the streetwear has a great combination of it, especially when he wears Nikes with his like suits or his jeans. You can see him wearing streetwear clothing, especially the shoes with the skinny fit jeans. That's kind of his like signature. Ideally, you can never see him with baggy pants on unless they're like joggers. But most of the time, you'll see that balance between streetwear and punk rock. It's either a leather jacket or it can just be some skate shoes. So next segment I want to talk to you guys about is all about the vintage material, because I myself, when I was a little younger, I was so into vintage that it was crazy. I love to go out to, the flea market, check out inner city shops that had and collected vintage material, stuff that was kind of like old and dusty, maybe something that was unique, something you'll never see. So one thing I do want you guys to check out is check out the Arccway Instagram, because I'll be posting content on a daily basis. What you'll be seeing is from anything from fashion to style to culture to art, anything that really inspires Arccway as a brand. You guys will just see it from there, and then that way you guys can pick up what you guys like most about it and then apply it to your own style, your own life, your own culture, your own fashion. I noticed that with Kid Cudi that earlier in his career, and as he even grows to this day, he has a lot of vintage wear, and he really adapts to that homage of something really happened in the last decade or the last century. He kind of really adapts to paying homage to the old school. It's kind of like Shia LaBeouf, where he has that vintage wear. If you guys want to see that, I'll post it there too. But it's really cool when people adapt that vintage style, that vintage heritage into their outfits, and it just works for them. There's some shops out there where every city you live in, you can always find vintage wear. You can just Google that on the website, your local like thrift shops or like your flea market. But also, if you're online, check out Urban Outfitters. I'm pretty sure that's global as well. If I find anything else, I'll put it in the link down below so you guys can check out any other place to find vintage wear. So one thing I truly believe for Kid Cudi is that when I look at his style and what he likes and what's around him, you can understand that a lot of his inspirations and what his signature look, a lot of it really stems down to the 60s psychedelic culture. If you really look into it, from Jimi Hendrix has probably been a big inspiration for him. So you can find cool things from like Jimi Hendrix wearing his headbands to like the Beatles wearing their suits and how they wear their suits, and just the fashion from the era alone. You can find so much content to actually collaborate into your own style, not just as an artist, but also a fashion icon. All those people back in the 60s that were into psychedelics, going into the 70s, that are into kind of exploring more of themselves as an artist or as a person, the journey, finding more things about themselves, experiencing another world, another realm. That is where the core inspiration from my perspective as a stylist, is coming from with Kid Cudi. Definitely look into the 60s psychedelic era, because that's where a lot of the fashion stems from, because you notice in a lot of his clothing that it has acid wash colors. So you can really see a lot of bright colors when it comes down to the shorts he's wearing right here in this picture, to some random stuff that he wears on the fly. So especially when he started coming up, he was wearing a lot of things that was really popping with color. And even through his music, you understand that, you know, experiments were taken through substances. So 3 main things from Kid Cudi. The punk rock streetwear is for one. He really expresses himself into vintage material, and he has the influence of the 60s psychedelic culture. Those are 3 characteristics from Kid Cudi that I want to express to you guys. Also, I want to give Kid Cudi that stamp of a modern man, because he definitely dresses like a modern man in today's culture, with being who he is, with what he likes. Give it up to Kid Cudi, because this is one hell of a dresser. Thank you guys so much for watching Arccway, a new direction of a modern man. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode about Kid Cudi's breakdown of his fashion style. So if you guys like this video, make sure you guys subscribe to the section down below. Give this video a big thumbs up and share something that you do know. Let me know what inspires you guys about Kid Cudi. Is it his fashion? Is it his music? Is it his outlook? Is it his perspective? Let me know, guys, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Peace.